Hello, hello, and welcome back for... hell, I don't know. I don't know what this campaign has become, and you know what? I'm all out of metaphors. Reached back into the old brain to come up with something, and it was just... that's it. There's nothing. I got nothing left. But it's still Perfidious Pete playing XCOM, War of the Chosen. I'm a little off my game after last episode, I'm not gonna lie. I'm reeling a little bit. We got slapped around like Elijah Wood's little brother in Radio Flyer. Apparently, we should have learned a valuable lesson from watching that film and just stayed and learned to be like, you know what? If the Archon King has been drinking again, Pete, just maybe stay in your room and pretend you're building a spaceship or some shit. I don't even remember what the plot of Radio Flyer was. Oddly enough, though, unlike Tim, the human piece of toast, we're not going to spend an extended amount of time in the hospital. We got some guys that are in there, and they got the shit kicked out of them, but like Virgil No Eyes Adamson is gravely wounded, and yet he's only going to be in for 4 days. I'm thinking Tim, the toast boy, probably spent more than 4 days in the hospital after Sam Neill got done bringing him back from life in Jurassic Park. And I call Elijah Wood's little brother Tim, the toast boy, because I don't actually remember what the name of the actor is who played Elijah Wood's little brother in Radio Flyer. Nobody remembers that kid's name. Nobody. Not even the kid who played him. Wait a minute. That was, like, the Radio Flyer thing maybe came out before Jurassic Park, so that kid's gotta be, what, like 40 by now? Shit, that was a long time ago. Pete, you're getting real old. Yeah, I know. Hell, that kid could be dead for all I know. And I don't know, because while the kid may not be dead, his career sure as hell is. Increased region income, I'm going to say not now to that because I really don't care. And I really shouldn't be firing shots at the Jurassic Park kid because one, he was in one of the greatest movies of all time. And two, he did get to kiss Sam Neill, which is more than I'll ever do with my life. That's for damn sure. What were we on about? We're killing some time. I don't even remember what was it that we were killing time to do. Anyone recall? The only thing I can think that we would want to do now to kill more time is to kill these Archon rulers, and I suppose we could, I mean, sure, I guess. Were we working on like a continent bonus? No, we already got double agent. The hell were we doing? Scan, what are 8 days remaining for region income? We don't care. We must have been doing this airstrips thing because it's down to 6 days. you know what, all I really care, I just want my team to come back out of the hospital because I'm going to do the stupidest thing I could possibly do, which is go fight another alien ruler. I want to get them dead so then we can go and do the final mission. But I can't, you know, gotta get them dead. The Archon King's going to be coming back, but I'm not even going to wait for him to make his return. I'm not going to let him go all Ali Frazier on me. I'm going right at him. Elvis Presley picking up a sweet-ass promotion. All right, can we get Elvis to maximum rank? That's the only question that matters. Is there a way to do it? Anything that has a promotion. Anything. Damn it! All right. You know what? We may just take Elvis on a mission then. He is pretty good. I guess we could gain some ability points. We could use 12 ability points. We can't send Elvis out on this mission, though, because Elvis is now officially ready to do useful things. No, don't. Pete says, don't send Elvis, and then under the guise of maybe giving him promotion, he immediately dispatches him on a mission. Montgomery, who's your friend? You're with Philip of Macedon? You know, I'm okay with that. Grab Phil. You two guys go handle this. I don't really care if one of you guys comes back wounded. I really don't. But then again, what are we going to do with all this intel we're sitting on? May as well spend it. You guys go get us 12 ability points, probably that are going to be assigned to Elvis, because despite his late game development, he has become one of our best skilled troopers. I mean, look at the man. He has a perk on every single row. He's got Blade Storm, he's got Fortress, he's got Quick Draw, he could get Reaper maybe. He definitely needs Arcwave. We could give him Exchange. Hell, we could give him Reaper if we wanted to. Do I want to make Elvis a Reaper? I mean, kinda a little bit, yeah. He's also got Sustain back here, which would prevent Elvis from dying in the event of catastrophic damage. I don't hate that. What we really need to do is stop taking Reflect, because that's basically just a waste of points. It never works. You know what? To hell with it. I'm taking Reaper. We're going to go get ourselves another 12 ability points. We're going to give Elvis Reaper and see whether or not it's worth a shit at all. We're also going to take Elvis on a mission. Elvis, it's time. It's go time, champ. It's go time. Once everybody else gets back in the ring, though. Again, We got to go Ali Frazier on this one. We can't go immediately into round 10. We're not going to have a choice. Psionic Storm. High level of psionic enemies present. Well, let's try and, like, avoid that one then. What else we got? Increases detection radii of all enemies. All of these we don't care about. A major breakthrough adds 2. Alright, I guess we'll stop this one and then we can get Olga Sidorova and just immediately fire her. An elite officer, an elite trooper, Andromedon, Viper, Gatekeeper. Every mission has a Gatekeeper or Sectopod now. They just come standard. Their standard equipment on this model, included in the manufacturer's suggested retail price, is the cost of 1 Gatekeeper and or Sectopod. So make sure that your model includes it. I'm actually a little bit jealous about the kid who played Tim in Jurassic Park, because I didn't think about that fact, but you know, he did get to kiss Sam Neill. That's a thing. Nobody can take it away from him because it's, you know, recorded on camera forever. So Iceman, you and Jim Morrison, yeah, this seems like a relatively effective duo. You guys handle that. What else we got here? Janitor, who's your boy? Chris Shaherless, who is ready to work. All right, Shaherless, let's get you in this one. Mad Mardigan, you were on our last mission. You were just the one guy who walked away uninjured. We're not going to send you back into the shit because that just seems mean. Simon Templar, you went on our last mission too, and you were... Or did you not? Because you were waiting on Batman? You were waiting on Batman. You know what? Batman's got another 4 days in the stir. We're going to take you on this one and grab Elvis and throw him into the mix too. The world needs more Elvis. It's a shame that he died on that toilet all those years ago, because right now, we could still be enjoying... You know what? That's probably not true. I don't remember how old Elvis was when he died, but he died in like 1979, so at this point, Homeboy's been dead for almost 40 years. Odds are pretty strong, even if he hadn't have died on that toilet, he'd still be dead right now. Iceman, just take a Mimic Beacon. What else we got here? Lizard King... Like, you don't have particularly good abilities, as I recall. Mostly, I'm just curious, do you have Quick Draw? You do have Quick Draw. Well, I mean, with Quick Draw, you can shoot a little, so... Take the old AP rounds, I guess. Any other shooters? Chris Gutshot Shaherless is actually our premier shooter. He definitely gets AP rounds. Sorted. Who else wants to carry these? Simon Magus? Oh, like the janitor's a pretty good shot too. Let's give him AP rounds. And then... Yeah, probably just a Mimic Beacon for our boy Simon Templar. He can put on a fancy wig and then throw it on the Mimic Beacon and everybody will think it's him. And Elvis, he was a combat medic during the war, right? No, Pete, he actually drove a Jeep. Shut up, don't ruin my fantasy. Elvis was a medic. He was out there saving lives like crazy. Nobody saved as many men in the Crimean War as Elvis. Crimean. Definitely not Korean, Crimean War. Elvis Presley fought in the Crimean War, thank you. Crimean. Just get on the ship and get the hell out of here. I wonder how old that Jurassic Park kid is. Like, he's got to be close to 40. It's times like this when I wish in the middle of an episode I could just like randomly Google shit and be like, hey, how old's the Jurassic Park kid? Here, you guys find out for me. I mean, I'm not going to know the answer, but I'll let you guys find it. Alexa, Google, how old is the Jurassic Park kid? There you go. Let me know in the comments if it gives you the kid who played Tim or whether it gives you the kid who played Alexa. Because she knows Unix. She's probably got a career now as a high-powered Unix programmer. Unlike Tim, she went on to do something with her life and that she abandoned a life of acting and went on to become a Unix developer. Yeah, juice it up, boys. Don't give any of those drugs to Elvis. That guy's got a problem. We don't want to fuel his addictive nature. It's not a good idea. How do you only have 9 health here, Elvis? You should really have way more than everybody else, because you've been given plus health probably like 8 or 9 times. That's okay, Bradford. I wasn't paying attention to the mission objectives anyway. I had no idea what we were supposed to do before we came here, other than just like show up, so... If you want me to go kill some general or something, I mean, I can probably, well, have trouble with it, because... Yeah, there's no point in hiding now, because like every mission where we've got these guys, we're going to be fighting everybody on a fucking map.
That's the general. Take them out before they can escape.
Well, it's going to be a little more difficult than you might think, Bradford. If I get shot here, I'm actually going to be furious. Okay. So they did not shoot. That is acceptable. These guys come at me. Like, come towards me. We've activated the general. He's definitely... I was going to say definitely not going to come toward us, and then he just went ahead and did it. All right, Elite Trooper. Thanks for joining us, by the way. Appreciate it. That was awfully kind of you. Who has a mimic beacon? Well, we could have Robbie the Janitor Gallagher swap places with you. Does that do us any good? Answer, nope. Who's got a mimic beacon? You do. I love the fact that I always wind up giving my mimic beacons to, like, my slowest people somehow. Every single time I deploy a mimic beacon, it winds up in the hands of the slowest man on the fucking team. So throw this right here. Ideally, we can maybe get somebody to run in and try and melee that, assuming it's still alive. Get a little bonus health out of that. Janitor, who do you bonus action? Can anybody bonus action Elvis? Of course not. He's the one man on the team who doesn't have a friend. Got shot? What can you do? Let's see. That would be a whole lot of nothing. Well, I guess we'll have you run up here.
As you direct.
Maybe see if, I don't know, see if you can spawn another pod. That'd be helpful. Why don't you do that? Simon Magus, we're going to run you up there. Jim Morrison, you can bonus action Iceman, which doesn't really... I mean, it would let him move into cover. It's probably the most thing we're gonna, like, the most useful thing we're gonna get out of him. We can't actually attack anybody, so do that then. Yeah, turn's going great, Pete. You're doing a fantastic job. We could have somebody, like Robbie Gallagher could probably get one attack here. Let's go ahead and use the teamwork action. It's worth it. If we can get one swing, that'll be somebody who can help take a little bit of heat off our boy. Also, you know what? Now that I think about it, that buys us a little lightning hands here, too. There we go. 9 damage out of those AP rounds. That's a healthy start. Gutshot Shahurless does not have, unfortunately, does not have the Blade Storm ability. Let's rend this man. This is not going to generate a kill. Might get us an extra point of focus if we're lucky. If we're hideously unlucky, it spawns another pod. I'm genuinely shocked that it did not. Put you on parry. And that just leaves the janitor back here, who at this point can't really help us out with much of anything, so we're just going to move him to full cover, and now whatever happens, happens. Oh, right, Jim Morrison. What do you do, Jim? Bonusing actioning Iceman is not especially useful. Just run up here. We're putting this one down. We're letting the chips fall when they may. It's like when that kid from Radio Flyer decided, hey, you know what? I know Dad's been drinking, but I still really gotta pee. It'll be just like that. So you have to shoot the Mimic Beacon. You should not be able to kill it in one shot. In fact, you cannot. You did badly hurt it, however. This guy's gonna run past us and kill the Mimic Beacon? Yep. Alright, well, Mimic Beacon is down. So we got... Everybody else should be in full cover from anything that's coming at him. The Stun Lancer may run up on us, and if he does, he's gonna get greased. The General's running like hell. Nope, he's gonna go hit our man who was parrying and make it completely irrelevant. Well, it held exactly long enough, it turns out. So, Gutshot Shahurless then? Nothing fancy out of you, just murder this man. Could have got 2 kills out of Shahurless there, I'm aware. All we would have had to do was take a quick draw shot into that man. But I actually want to get somebody else a kill and get a little bit of focus built up here. We got to catch that general, so we're going to head down this way. Who wants to focus? Iceman? No. Elvis, you need kill. Oh, Elvis? Reaper gonna reap? Yeah. Elvis the Reaper gonna reap. So first off, reap this man, and then let's come over here and start things up with this elite trooper, because this will definitely be a kill. Then we'll get some focus damage, give up some focus damage. And we should be able to make it up to this man. Oh, Elvis generated his own focus. He's actually going to pick up more damage from the focus than he's given up for the reaping. Come up here and wreck this man. A fully charged reaping Elvis is nothing to joke about. Who else needs a little bit of focus here? Gallagher? No. Lizard King, you got Blade Storm. Let's get you up here and you take that focus. I am the Lizard King. You will pay the price. I will get more rend damage. Beautiful. Don't forget, Pete, there's a gatekeeper around here somewhere. Yeah, I know. That's why we're going to use this guy, Elite Trooper. Go be my cat's paw, Elite Trooper. Somebody needs to get baited, and you're a master of that shit. Jim Morrison, we're going to have you guys go ahead and take regular moves here. No parrying. Instead, we're just going to go full bore and move out. Did you just spawn a pod? You did not. I was going to be furious if you had. Well, we know where you're at then. Got shot Shaherless, you got Shadow Step? You absolutely do not, so running past this door is tantamount to suicide. Simon Templar, you do have Shadow Step and a Mimic Beacon, which is good because we're probably going to spawn that Gatekeeper. Oh, actually we didn't. Do we want to take the shot then? 61%, I mean, it's not terrible. You do have our only Mimic Beacon. Let's hold off on that. Do we have anybody else who has Shadow Step and can make it there? We could just let him shoot Elite Trooper, I'm aware, but if we can keep Elite Trooper unshot, that just seems like the friendly thing to do. The answer is no. We don't have anyone else who has Shadow Step. So you know what? Fire your pistol. Beautiful. So much for your Overwatch. Now what do we do? Good question, Pete. Now what do we do? Like, if we go in any deeper, we're almost certainly going to spawn a pod. We've used our bonus action. Iceman, you should be able to bonus. Who bonuses Simon Templar? Is that Batman? Wait, Batman's not on the mission. Somebody should bonus him. Bonuses you. It's not Shaherless. Oh, right. We don't have anybody who bonuses him. He's the unmatched half of the pair. Well, piss up a ring. So what can we do? Very little. We're flanked here, but not here. That's some confusing shit. Well, Elite Trooper, we could have you run in here and throw a grenade. You know what, Elite Trooper? Why don't you just... I mean, I don't have a Mimic Beacon, and I hate to do this to you, pal. It seems real mean, but... You probably won't die, right? I mean, probably not. You've got, like, I mean, there's definitively a very slim chance you survive. It's like 20-30.
I'll lead the way.
Which makes no sense, because, you know, usually a chance is something out of 100. Let's say there's like a 50-50 shot you don't die. Roughly. 50-50. I may be overstating your odds a little bit, and Elvis spawned a pod? Nice work. Oh good, it's Andromedon, so we're gonna get hit by poison damage we can't parry. That's beautiful. Well, I don't suppose we could get any kills, can we? No. We do have a shot at something. Take a lightning hands ghetto shot at this Viper. Very unsurprising miss. We could exchange places with the teammate. Is that helpful at all? It's only going to give us one action if we do that. So, you know what? No, exchanging is not helpful. And it takes our last point of focus. I think probably our better bet is just get out of line of sight. Not that that's going to be helpful, because we know Vipers will just spit acid through the walls at us. So everybody's going to be poisoned at the end of this turn. That's for damn sure. You better shoot at the man who's just standing in the open with his ass hanging in the breeze. Never mind, just fire acid through a fucking wall, because that's how shit always works. Deflect actually stopped that shot? I'm amazed. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted to happen, is to have every single person on the team poisoned. On the plus side, elite troopers holding out nicely. Don't forget, Pete, there's still a gatekeeper somewhere on this mission. Yeah, I'm aware. We got a lot of shit to kill. So much for elite trooper. Well, it's going to continue to increase, and probably somebody's going to get killed when we trigger the inevitable gatekeeper, and one of you guys gets hit by a gateway that's completely unblockable in all respects. Pete, you sound a little salty. Oh, do I? Wonder why. Jim Morrison's no longer poisoned. Jim Morrison is poisoned. You know what, you fickle mushhead XCOM, you piece of shit. Make up your mind. Is he poisoned or is he not poisoned? I'm tired of your bullshit. Come to a consensus. Is he poisoned or not? I'm not even sure why I'm parrying. It's almost certainly not going to matter. If we go with this guy, we're definitely going to spawn another pod. Simon Templar, you're not going anywhere because we're going to need your mimic. Ren, I'm not taking any more bullshit acid damage from him. I've had my fill of that garbage. Very sick of attacks that can't be parried or attacks that just do automatic damage on the part of the enemies. That seems real bullshit. Elvis, you can't be poisoned because fortunately you have Fortress. The one guy on our team who actually isn't terrible. Every single Templar should have, they should all have Fortress. Like, if they don't come with Fortress, they just shouldn't come at all. If you don't get Fortress, you should just stay home. Just, like, have Fortress, though. What's the holdup? What's the confusion? If your choices are have Fortress or don't have Fortress, just have it. Just have Fortress. That's all you gotta do. Have the ability. Just have Fortress. Got shot, can you do damage without poisoning yourself? No, I don't want to hit the general. Just don't poison yourself. Keep beating on this Andromedon. There's no way we're going to let him go. Plus, this guy's a focus bag. We're picking up all kinds of free focus. When the Gatekeeper does come out, he's going to wander into the worst ionic storm he's ever seen. You didn't throw a Mimic Beacon. Well, we don't need one because our entire team is parrying at the moment. That is the one advantage to having 77 enemies on the map at a time, is everybody gets a chance to parry. This guy will shoot at us to no effect. He's definitely trying to get us to pop that Gatekeeper, but that's okay. I don't care. I'll pop it this time. Yeah, throw a shitty grenade. It doesn't matter. Check that out. Parry's very nice when it actually fucking works. Tom Kazansky is no longer burning from acid. Simon Magus is no longer burning from acid.
My power leaves me.
Jim Morrison is no longer poisoned. Oh, Jim Morrison is still poisoned. Are you still burning from acid? No, you are not. Come and hit this man. If you could, please spawn the Gatekeeper that we know is on this mission. I just want to kill it. I'd like this one to be over. We've had 2 terrible, terrible missions in a row now. And, you know what? I think maybe it's time for Pete to go do something that isn't XCOM for a little while. There. Field Commander's dead. Can we go home now? Elvis did his job. Better make sure and pick up that advanced scope. Wouldn't want to let that go to waste.
Kill confirmed. That's how it's done. We need to clear the area of any remaining hostiles.
Yeah, you mean the Gatekeeper and the 40 other guys that are no doubt hiding somewhere. Yeah, because of course, that's the move that spawned the Gatekeeper. I mean, certainly. That's the one. Yep. Exactly right. Makes perfect sense for that to have been the move that spawned him. Yeah. Totally cool. Well, we're gonna have to try and dig out of this hole with not much to work with. So, lightning hands the Gatekeeper if you can. Fortunately, you do have maximum focus, and those guys do take extra damage from that variety of attack. We just can't have... You know what, Christian Hurlis? You have focus. You have fortress, don't you? Go stand on his face, then. And kill all of these bitches. Get Ionic Stormed, chump. You left him with 1 health, though.
What was taken will be returned.
Couldn't have gone worse, actually. Well, Simon Templar, you do not have... You know what? Doesn't matter here. Just come up here and throw a Mars Volta at him. This mission needs to be finished now, and thanks to the Mars Volta, it's now it's finished. Yeah, done. Christian Hurlis he has the right ability. His fortress keeps him safe from things like fire, acid, poison, explosions, and other bullshittery. He read the handbook. We gave out the Templar must-have skills manual, and he read it. Actually, you know what I think it is? He's the one guy who didn't fucking lie on his resume. That's what it was. When we put out the application, we said, some fortress experience required, and a bunch of people lied on their resumes, and they're like, oh, no, I know fortress. Yeah, I know exactly how that works. Then we got him in the office, and we gave him a problem in fortress, and they're like, I don't know how to solve this. I've never used fortress before. Iceman, of all the people here, why are you the only one who's significantly wounded? I mean, Simon Magus took almost as much damage as you did, and he's out for 2 days. He's barely inconvenienced by his wound, and you got gutted like a fish? Olga Sidorova. Well, I mean, if there's one thing I know about this campaign, and one rule that hard and fast we're sticking to, it's no girls. This is a place of Val Kilmer, and I will not have you defile this holy temple to Hollywood God with your foul, festering gender. I won't have a double X chromosome in this. I will not have you befoul this holy temple with your feminine wiles. It's just not going to happen. This episode is also over. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to watch us continue to keep the temple clean of all feminine influences, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, I'm going to go look for some other ladies who I can kick off of my roster. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. No girls.